Hello. How's it going? Hello, hello. How's it going, friends at home? This is... Oh, we're going back, baby. It's time for Let's Rank almost... Some slight quotes in there. Almost every Super Nintendo game. Of course, part 32. 32? 32? I've been doing this for this long? I guess for a while I was doing 2 a week with the Super Nintendo games, so it's like... It adds up, right? Got a coffee here, just to keep me going. Gosh. I've been preoccupied lately, I guess you could say, right? Oh, I forgot to get water. We'll get that a little later. It's fine. I been preoccupied with the Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring taking up a lot of time in my streams, obviously. There's so much to that video game. It is so big. Incomprehensibly big. I still think all the time about how on earth anyone reviewed that game with as little time as I remember, like, people getting for that to go to print, because oh my god, right? Like, I'm not even that far in. How long have I played for? At least according to my Steam stuff, which is not going to be fully accurate. You know, there's going to be idle time in there where I just kind of left the game on, right? I'm already at 27 hours. And I've only done, what? 3? Not even. 3? No, yeah, 3 episodes of Elden Ring streaming. One of which I have yet to get up onto YouTube and stuff. Which is a good segue. It's a good segue. Because, of course, every episode, except for the Rocksmith stuff, because music is real silly. DMCA stuff. Ugh. Every episode gets archived up here at youtube.com/@RJLee. Which, of course, if you're watching on the VOD, hey VOD, how's it going? Why don't you come on over and join us over here at twitch.tv/RJLee. That's where all this live streaming business happens. And of course, give me a follow here. It's free, just as free as it is to like, comment, subscribe, as it is on youtube.com, right? Doing all that stuff makes us content couriers feel good. Of course, we do wish to support the show. You can always pass me a subscription, which I will gladly take very graciously as well, right? And that all goes towards the subscriber goal, which lets me do bonus streams currently, which there's 2 of them, one of which will be video game related. That's a little bit of a secret I'm keeping to heart still. The second being the playlist LP, which is where I curate a fine playlist of about 1 to 2 hours worth of music. And I play that using my bass guitar over there, using Rocksmith and the fine Customs Forge custom DLC that fine community makes. Shoutouts to the Customs Forge community. They're all the best. Those people doing quite literally the Lord's work, I think, in terms of making things available in that game, you know, just at the pureness of their hearts, right? Of course, we wish you skip all that business, which is totally understandable. You don't want to deal with this Bezos bucks business. You can just give me a tip or donation. Links are down below in my Twitch About Us panels, right? It's a big photo with Kiryu from Yakuza there saying click here to tip or donate, which I humbly accept as well, of course. That all goes towards me getting a 5-string bass, because currently I only have a 4-string, which limits me in terms of how much, or like how many different kinds of music I can kind of play for folks at home. So 5-string bass really helps me out. I get lots of anime stuff and a lot of metal stuff that allows me to play, and among others, right? So, of course, because this is Let's Rank almost every Super Nintendo game, if you have a suggestion of a SNES game yourself, you can always suggest one with a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits. And of course, I will gladly play your fine recommendation there. I always take recommendations as usual, but then I find like thematically where they should kind of fit when people make their own suggestions at home, which I'm more than happy to still take, obviously, right? Whether you want to throw in chat or you want to throw in like comments on my YouTube videos, whatever, right? People know how to find me, generally speaking. Of course, if you give me a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits, I just had to play it right away, which I'll do it. And then I'll do it for at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour, even 2 hours. Generally, I just, I'll play it for as long as I need to till I have a firm understanding of that game, even if I've never seen it before, obviously. And then at that point, I always like to try and find out what makes it tick, and also why a person even suggested to me. Do they have a nostalgic link to that game from growing up? Was it a game that perhaps, had a certain theme to it that really spoke to them, story-wise, or maybe just gameplay-wise, or, I think about a lot of the games that I've played, which you can see over here, which is not just these 9. My God, absolutely not. Done 32 parts. We are up at 138. The last one being, Pac-Man 2. Absolutely disgusting. But you can view the full list over here if you come to my personal website via tinyurl.com/SNES ranking. It comes to my personal website. You'll see every single game that's listed there that I've played, which is a lot. And more to come. You can view every single game there, and then the ranking associated to it, and also a handy YouTube link that is time coded to exactly where in that YouTube video I played it. So, you don't have to go around searching it for yourself. Wow. Okay. That's enough of the promo. We've done our part. I think it's time we play the game for real. This one goes out to My Hero Zero, who has long been a fan of this series, from what I understand. A game of which I played the first part. One might know it as Front Mission. Where did Front Mission rank? Let's take a quick look here. Hold on. Fairly high, if I recall, right? There it is. Number 13. Japan only release. Released in 1995. I did use a fan translation. Obviously, it being an RPG, it has a lot of, a lot of text in it, right? Let me look up who did that really quick, because I think it's important to shout out. Front Mission. There we go. Hold on. Okay, let's get that. We have that. Quick look here. So I believe they just called it straight up the Front Mission Translation Project. There are a lot of contributors for that original game, right? I know there have been oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of people contributing this. Username Akujin, Hojo being the translators and script editors, David Mullen doing a bunch of editing as well and various menu translations, Shizu, FH doing the actual hacking, Dark Force helping with some more of the script editing and revision. A lot of work goes into this stuff, right? This translation patch originates to 2001. So hopefully these people are still in the communities in some shape or form, but like incredible work, right? I never want to people to forget about how amazing some of these communities are in terms of bringing these things not just to like people who speak English, but like obviously they're also being, Spanish translation patches or like just other languages, right? It's like, even if they're not perfect, that's fine, right? When you're growing up and you see these games that you did not have access to, and all of a sudden you find them, it's like, it's powerful stuff, right? It can be absolutely meaningful if it's still worthwhile, right? And obviously, yeah, like there are people still obviously still putting in addendums and editing things, saying it's like, you know, like here I'm looking at an addendum patch for that original front mission, released in 2023, February of last year, right? Like, you know what? It's not just fixing some translations to make them more in terms of like, oh, it's like, I think maybe they were trying to convey this more with that sentence or that part of the script, you know, but just like minor fixes, right? I think that's incredible. This next game we're going to play, though, silver it up, shall we? Oh. One moment. Let's change over this. Hopefully that's loading up. Yeah, there it is. This is Front Mission 2. Gun Hazard. Let's double check the audio. It's probably a little bit low right now. Very low right now. So here's what I understand about this game. This game is like well, it is technically a numbered sequel to the Front Mission series, right? Ooh, there we go. Be a little lower. Look at this. Incredible. Damn you, Ark. So it's funny. So this game is not actually titled Front Mission 2, I would note. But it is the second entry to the Front Mission series, right? Oops. My name is Albert. The Wanzer pilot from... Oh, I missed that. This Leon Kennedy ass haircut, right? Because, yeah, there is an actual, like I was saying, like, this is a side story, I guess you could say, right? There is a Front Mission 2 out there, or some may call it Front Mission 2nd, which was released on the PlayStation by Square, right? That was 1997. This game, 1996. Which is wild, if you ask me. Very late for a Super Nintendo game, right? Not the latest, but fairly late. And it's a side-scrolling shooter game similar to Cybernator, which we played in the first episode of this whole series. Of course, all the art done by Yoshitaka Amano, which I think shows a lot, obviously, in the character portraits and whatnot, right? All right. Here we go. I find it funny that it's like, you know, it's like obviously in this era, they are still called Squaresoft, right? I still don't know the full history in terms of like when they called themselves Square versus Squaresoft. Obviously, until they merged with Enix and became Square Enix, right? I'd have to go back and look at the timeline of that, but also I need to be on. There we go. Let's go new game, right? That's the way you do it. You know, I could just leave him called Albert. Something before I move on, I need to obviously make note of. Again, shout outs to the translation team who worked on this, which was Aeon Genesis, putting this out all the way back in 2004, which is 20 years ago. Such a long time ago, obviously. But all these translation patches, obviously, that I use, provided by romhacking.net, a fine website with a fine community. Last I heard, you know, there has been some turmoil in terms of ownership of this website, but they're a solid community that I truly hope they, you know, keep together, you know, and keep things going, because incredible website. My personal opinion. Anyways. Forum drama. It happens, right? So let's just leave. I'm fine with Albert. That's okay. Come in, Gnaw 2. I don't know who this Laros guy is. Gnaw 7? Gnaw 7 here. We are Gnaw 7. I think it's very funny. It's like, nah. Nah, son. I'm Gnaw 7. Coop's already underway. Army's finally played his hand. Unbelievable. President's en route. Evacuating him until this blows over. We have our orders. Understood. On my way. Alright. Here we go. So yeah, we're this little mech. Right? This game, very similar to Cybernator, funnily enough. You know, control the arm, articulation going up or down, right? Walk left and right. As soon as you start walking, the articulation goes back to like going forward, which I think is handy. Pressing the jump button on B, you know, pretty standard jump. Got punch on A. Pretty big punch. Got a block on the shoulder button. How much that'll block, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Don't have a dash, right? I find that interesting. Pressing X button. Nothing's happening on that yet. How much time do we have? I realize I can blow these boxes. That just hurt us. That explosion. Let's stay out of that. If you notice at the top, there's an XP meter. Just very funny to me. President Orwin be underway in a couple matter of minutes. Keep a close watch till then. Oh no! Oh no! That guy just ate it bad. Ha ha hee! It's really good. For no reason. There you are, Mr. Orwin. Colonel Hellbrand. Your last name is Hellbrand? Let me tell you, okay? If your last name is Hellbrand, I think you need... should consider a name change, right? The one and only. Yeah. Who else is going to be named Colonel Hellbrand? Come with me. Look at that face! Hey, it's Kaon. How's it going? Brave of him to run in right after he shot a nuke at the... Yeah, I know, right? Get him! Sir! Supply truck parked at the other end of the dock. Sir, heading for it. I'll cover you. Oh, okay. Can I jump and punch? No, you can only punch when on the ground. Oh no, enemy mechs! Military NORAD army. I'm missing all this dialogue because I'm trying to shoot this guy out of the air, which I doubt I'll be able to do, right? Freak at it! God, I'm eating a lot of hits because of these explosions when things go off. Also, this guy needs to run a little bit faster, right? Ah, jeez. Get in the truck, dude. Come on, punch. Well. I made it to the trailer. I think I can drive it. That piece of junk will save you. Ugh! I find this, oh gosh. Come on. Well, I should block that. I find this game a lot harder to manage aiming than, Cybernator, if I'm being honest. Oop. Because with Cybernator, it's very clear where my gun is pointed with my arm articulation. With this game, I find it a little hard to see. Like, the pixel art is okay, but it's not as, like... It's not as clear, I think, as Cybernator. I don't mean to always use that as a comparison point, but it's like, it's a very similar game, right? Why is that guy backing off? Looks like we're in the clear. Can't rest yet. Won't let us go that easily. No worries, sir. I'll protect you. Okay. I can't get over how much this guy looks like Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil, obviously. Minus, maybe, I don't know, maybe he has a cool jacket too. We'll see. Lost our buddy. Alright, mission complete. What a weird first mission this is, right? Like, it's not teaching us how to play or anything like that. Like, these games are normally okay with its tutorialization, right? Like, Square is usually not opposed to that stuff. But it's like, it's interesting. It's like trying, obviously, a lot harder than, like, Cybernator, obviously, to, like, inject a lot of story, right? Which, you know, par for course with a front mission series, right? Alright, we got some XP out of that, which, you know, this looks more familiar for a front mission, right? I should also note, I have not played this game in a very, very long time. Like, I think the last time I played this would have been back in, like, 2004, which is when that translation patch originally got released. In fact, funnily enough, like, back then, I'm pretty positive that I am using quite literally the exact same ROM that I played from back then. But gosh, 2004, right? Like, I don't remember. I remember very little about this game, other than plays a little bit like Cybernator, right? It's Kaon. Were you using ZSNES? I absolutely was. Or ZSNES, if you're from America or whatnot. Yeah, I totally was, right? I was absolutely using ZSNES. It was like, it's par for course at the time, right? Absolutely would have been. BEEG Army Base! I don't remember that! Sir, how big is the army base? It's big. It was so good at time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ZSNES is still good, right? It's K-On! Like, it's not bad. It just has a lot of quirks, right? Because it was like, it's an old app, right? Very old application. I remember the big thing with ZSNES that was like, it struggled a lot with it. It's like, you remember how it did like that snow effect? Like, that was always real fun, right? But like, resolutions in ZSNES was like really, really hard to manage, right? Running games at different, or like getting games to be bigger than like 640 by 480, or the application to show the window and larger than that. That, or like, it would like lock your cursor inside the window often. That's partially related to like some of the resolution stuff. Yeah, it's just an old app. If I recall though, like, the compatibility wise, it was the best one at the time, right? It had the quite literal best emulation of the time. But not only that, it did multiplayer when a lot of other applications didn't, which I remember trying a couple times with some friends. It didn't always work the way you wanted it, but it was okay. But yeah, other apps just kind of surpassed it over time, right? Which is fine. BEEG. That's silly. BEEG. I used Ares. These days, I use Ares for all the 8 to 16-bit stuff. Yeah. I have Ares as well. I use Ares for N64 stuff specifically. And I find it pretty good. But in terms of like everything else of that era, it's K-On! Like, I don't have I still use dedicated emulators just because I've used them for a very long time, right? Like, I still prefer, for like Sega stuff, I use Fusion still, right? Or K-Fusion, if you prefer to call it that. For like Visual Boy Advance, I think it's pretty good for GBA, right? And then right now for this, I'm using SNES 9X, right? Oh yeah, and then Nestopia for NES stuff. Again, just apps I've used for a very long time, and I think they have like really good compatibility. I think it's also worth noting that like not every app plays nice with streaming, right? So it's like, these are the ones that I've settled on for now, or been able to get to work, right? I remember using Gens instead of Fusion, and I used that for a very long time as well. I used Gens for a very long time. It's K-On! It was pretty good. The only reason I stopped using it was because it didn't play nice with streaming, right? And by the time I started doing a lot of streaming stuff, it was like, it was something that I ended up switching over. I'm like, oh, this is better. Like, admittedly, it's kind of like Fusion is that much better than Gens. Gens also struggles a lot because it's also very old, right? Struggles a lot with like a lot of resolution stuff. So it's like Fusion does play a little bit nicer, could be a little bit better, but I think everything too with Fusion, it's like it does a really good job with doing like 32X and Sega CD stuff as well. Yeah, it's got better accuracy. Yeah. But hey, if all I want to play is like the odd game of like NHL 94 every now and then, like Gens was totally fine, right? Wow, I didn't remember this. I didn't remember this game having like multiple like mini-map selection points, which is wild. Can't go back here. I guess let's go to the shop, right? I guess this is their nod to making it actually like a, you know, like a front mission game. Mission speed? Let's speed that up a little bit. Arm speed. That's interesting. Arm mode? Move using up, down, LR. Move using up, down. I'm already doing that. Oh, this must turn off that thing that I said where it's like if I press left or right, that it changes the arm direction to that. That's interesting. Let's keep it as A, though. I think that's HP alarm. We'll keep that on. That's fine. All right. I think that's all fine. Equip my Wanzer. I don't have any parts, obviously, right? So now we're doing the mech business, which I have nothing, so I, you know. Dash unit. I would love a dash unit. I'm sure there's somewhere here. Oh yeah, here we go. Guns. I don't know what 5%. I don't know what any of that means. Right, I do remember you can, like, get out of your Wanzer at some point. Okay. Let's go shopping. Howdy! This guy's... Where are you from? Arms are our business. I love that they're taking some liberties with, obviously... Like, this guy is like, howdy. They didn't need to translate it like that, right? They wrote it so this guy says howdy. Whether or not the Japanese text had them say howdy. I don't know what howdy is in Japan, you know what I mean? Like, other than, like, probably a very casual way to say, like, konnichiwa or whatever, right? And slap that cursor on... okay. That's the fun part about translations, in my opinion, right? Special gear. We already have this, right? Anything with a 1 beside it, I'm guessing we have already. This is music, good lord. It's using some of the same vibes as, like, Front Mission 1, which I find kind of cool. Like this. This synthesizer chime sounds a lot like the music from the first game. Is it as good as the first game's music? That's debatable. Who did the music in this game? Double check really quick. Okay, this game's soundtrack was composed by Nobuo Uematsu and Yasunori Mitsuda. Okay. What did Mitsuda do? Okay. We worked on Chrono Trigger. Okay, great. And Xenogears. Seeing most mentions about Chrono series, so Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. This Kaon says, there's a thing where characters from Kansai region often get dubbed like Texans. Yeah. Like, that would track at least some. Like, whether or not they did that here or not, I don't know, obviously, is Kaon. But, like, yeah, like, I remember, the only reason I know that is from playing the Yakuza games, right? Where I know very often in Yakuza 0, right? When you, like, go back and forth between playing as Kiryu and Majima, right? There's always, like... I remember as soon as you start playing as Majima, or vice versa even, it's like, they'll be like, oh, that accent, you're definitely from, like, the Kansai region or something, right? So that would track. That's the other thing, like, I don't know how that tracks between character sets, right? If there's characters that are specifically from the Kansai region, or if there are words that are more associated, obviously, with them, which is what I'd assume. Whereas, like, you know, how do you understand what that accent actually is versus, like, the different words being used? It's kind of like around here. Like, yes, there are certain words that have attribution, but it's like you have an accent where it's like a way a person literally says the exact same word, but from a different region counts as a different accent, right? Like, me being Chinese, obviously, it's like... we don't really have accents as much in a lot of Chinese languages. There's lots of different dialects, right? Which quite literally will use different words it almost sounds like a completely different language, right? Where it's like Cantonese versus Mandarin are obviously two very different languages, but there are like sub-dialects even between those depending on where you come from, right? So I don't know. Could be very similar. Could be very similar. Also, just my there's an ad break coming in about 40 seconds-ish or so. Just an FYI. But I'm not going to pause because I do a recording, right? Anyways, let's keep moving. I don't have enough money to buy anything, so I like how that guy's like, remember to save. It's a good call. Get that VF1 money. Thanks, it's Kaon. All right, so I clearly can't. I don't think. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Actually, was there anything else I could buy? I don't think so, right? Oh, there is. Jeez. Fuel? I have to buy fuel? Gosh, I have to buy ammo as well? I did not know that. Nope, no upgrades. First aid, repair kits. I'm guessing one is for like my player character versus not. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Where do we go? Okay, I can go back here. That's interesting. Let's go this way, I guess, right? Orobos. You know, I don't have anything equipped, so we don't need to go here. Let's just launch. I find it very funny that it's like the trailer parts are like weirdly detailing, like this is where on the trailer it's taking place. That doesn't make any sense. Resupply? Oh gosh, I have to heal between missions, huh? That's wild. Alright, let's deploy. Sir, are you alright? Just sleeping. Okay. Alright. Truck actually gonna follow me? It is. No, not having a dash? Whoa. Healing is for suckers, just don't get... Hey, Ganj. Look. I'm aware. Oh, look at that effect. Oh, gosh. Look at that effect of the sun coming through. That's cool. Look at this. It even does like a little bit of like that glimmer effect still from... Oh, gosh. It does like this glimmer effect, which is neat. That's really cool. Hey, 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 hey. I should use my guard a little more, shouldn't I? I wonder if that actually blocks damage in full. Also, my truck is taking damage too. I'm just noticing that. Couldn't block that explosion though. Alright, here we go. It's the skill check. Look. Ganj, I run 3 different shows right now, right? Like, it can... I could very easily put this under, you know, I Heart Mecha if I really wanted, right? Gosh, I love this, like, little sun bloom effect. That's really neat. It's a very simple thing, but it's like, It's totally a detail they didn't need to do. Also, am I tripping, or wasn't Front Mission a tactics RPG? Yes. You're right, Ganj. But this one. So look at this. I can use items. Okay, that's cool. Command computer data. Breakthrough city. Okay. Or I can change my gun middle of mission. That's neat. But yeah, this game is a side story, I guess you could say, right? Front Mission 2 Gun Hazard, right? Or sorry, not Front Mission 2. I always say that, but it's not true. This is just called Front Mission Gun Hazard, and it's known to be like a side story to the Front Mission series, because Front Mission 2 is its own game and released on the PlayStation, which we'll look at someday, you know, someday. That'll definitely fall under I Heart Mecha, right? As does Front Mission 3, which one My Hero Zero really wants to see that one. So, but like this does take place in like the same lore and whatnot for sure, right? Ah, God. It's a little annoying about how like these explosions are hurting me, if I'm being quite honest. But kind of unavoidable. Also, blocking these shots is not the easiest. Also, do I need to go up at all? Like, I don't think there's anything up here. Oh gosh, that hurts. That was cool. Is this combat better than, like, say, a Cybernator? I don't know. You know, like... This is pretty basic, all told. In my opinion, right? Taking a lot of damage just from these explosions. Kind of wish it didn't do that, if I'm being honest. Let's keep moving, right? That guy just bugged out. Oh, hello. It's you again. Ark! Look at this guy's face! Ha-ha-hee! It's gonna get me every time. Have you seen the news lately? Look. Probably don't watch the same news. Me and this guy. Legion's baying for the blood of the traitor in capital letters. What does baying mean? Like, what? Oh no, we've been framed! Oh no. Now make this easy on yourself. Hand him over! No. Get out of here. Hey, Del Focus, how's it going? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This has gone far enough! Sir! Orwin, what are you doing? Your treachery ends here. Ow. Oh, hell yeah. Way to go, Mr. President. My dry system is ruined! Unbelievable! Of course I value my life. What a weird thing to say. But I'll be damned if I'm leaving this country in your hands! Grah! Alright. Don't ask me to sit idle when my people are at stake, Albert. What a patriot. Yeah, we should get the hell out of here. I took a lot of damage. Not even, like, from shots. This game is, I mean, whatever. The story is still at the beginning, right? I don't love the mech combat in this. Level up. equipment available. Okay. Upward Vulcan? I don't know what that is. But yeah, like, it's obviously at the very start of the game, but I mean, the combat in this is just, it's not quite as good as Cybernator. It's K-On! Needs an idle performance after I will. You know what? It's K-On! I agree. We'll get to BEEG! You can't say that with a straight face! Can't call it like Fort BEEG. It's hard to believe that to be like a translation thing either, right? Okay. Let's head back. Alright, well. Let's go to the shop, I guess. Right? Let's buy some of this new stuff, because I guess we have some money now. Howdy! I'm going to put a save state here, because I would like to see what some of these weapons are. Shield Unit 1. Do I not have that already? Oh gosh, that's expensive. Excuse me. I wonder if this little percentage thing is kind of like, hey, you're gaining experience for using these particular weapons. It's gotta be, right? Handgun. Armor vest. These are probably for being on foot, I'd guess. Upward Vulcan ammo. Okay, so that's definitely... hard knuckle. So I guess if I buy these, it'll replace what's on my A button. Gosh, that means you could like run out of ammo completely and have nothing. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if like my primary ammo seemed like it was refreshing, right? So these are probably just limited. Can't afford any of it though, so. Yeah, in use, 1. There we go. Okay. We love a soft lock aim. Yeah, that would be very bad, right? I guess I can't afford nothing. I don't have any parts to really sell, so... Like, I'm getting money out of, like, finishing these missions, but you're not getting, like, parts from them, it seems, right? Seemingly so. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's go up these mountains, I guess. I think it's funny. It's like you could do that mission and just like completely skip it if you wanted. Alright. Okay, healed up a little bit. Shot time. What does that mean? I don't know. Definitely not an AC game. No, we're not. Yeah, like... When I think about, like, the first front mission game we played, Del Focus, yeah, no dash unit yet, right? Like, no dashing out the gate. Which makes this game very hard, but also, like, not very dynamic, right? I'm sure we'll get one eventually. When? I have no idea. But again, it's like... The action in this game out the gate, not exactly exhilarating. I kind of get it. It's an RPG, sort of, kind of. But what I was about to say was, it's very slow moving out the gate with this action, right? And I'm not spending a lot of time doing customization of my mech or anything out the gate either. Like, the first front mission game, obviously being a tactics game, like, after you complete that tutorial mission, which is, you know, meant to be not that hard, you're already getting in the mix with a lot of customization, right? And then you do that second mission, and again, it's no slouch, but immediately after that, you're doing, like, you're getting in those menus, you're changing your mech parts, you're changing what guns and blah, 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 right? Like, it gives you quite a bit of money to do that out the gate. Whereas with this, it's like, it's not giving me anything. So it's only been 2 missions, so like, whatever. There's obviously a lot more game ahead of this. But it feels like there's a lot of systems I'm just not interacting with yet, right? Which, all right, just keep moving. I can appreciate there's like a health bar for enemies. Oh my god, that guy was just running at us. We just blasted him. Later, dude. Right? Oh gosh. It's only the beginning. It's Kaon. It's Kaon, please. Let's look at this. On my radar, I can see this guy running up on us. Hey, Grossimian, how's it going? Grossimian's like, I get it. Oh gosh, trying to block this. Trying to aim this arm is not as good as Cyberneer. There's less articulation, I think. Let me see, hold on. Oh god, I can't. There's like, this guy's running up on us. One, two, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I love the idea of a mech punching a person on foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think about 9 or 10 points on there. The articulation seems harder to aim in this for some reason compared to mech, or the mech in Cyberneer. Is there like limb damage? I don't think so. Grossimian. So like, I can just shoot a guy in the foot all day and he'll still blow up the same. It seems. But the movement looks very similar to Cyberneer, obviously, right? Like, again, no air jets, so I can't fly or anything like that, right? I guess that's what shot time meant. I see it now. It's like, how soon before I can shoot this again, or use that attack again, right? Oh, that's our guy. Watch it. Where's the carrier base? This is Lockhart. Hello, Brenda. I've located the abductor. What does that mean? Oh, you mean us. But that's foreign equipment. Okay. They must be mercenaries. Yeah, they mean you, my guy. You dumbass. I guess if you didn't play that last mission, you wouldn't know. Okay, I thought you were like blocking, but your left arm takes a portion. No, this is like, yeah, this is straight a shield. Grossimian. They're making a beat. It's Kaon. Come on, mods. Mods, can we do something? Don't actually. It's this music though, yeah, pretty good. Grossimian, the composer. This is Nobu Uematsu. And what was their name? Yasunori Mitsuda. So a Chrono Trigger, if you're aware. F the mods. God damn it, Ganj. I think of all people that got caught by my Automod, it's Ganj, so I at least understand what's going on there. Oh gosh. Hey, stop it. Can I blow these up? No, I cannot. I don't have, not having a dash makes this kind of suck. I also cannot hit this thing. At least the truck got out of there, right? Some of that, like, explosion that's left over hurts us, which is kind of a pain in the ass. You're better than I expected. You did a really good job walking back and forth. I'll be back. All right. Like, even that damage is minimal, like, it adds up, right? Okay. These missions are very... whatever. I wonder if I can, like, keep building up money if I stayed... if I, like, stayed in the mission and just, like, didn't move and just, like, kept... like, do the enemies respawn? Like, it's clearly the more enemies I kill, the more money I'll get, right? So, like, can I get more money if I just, like, grind it out and just let these enemies come over to me and just shoot them? They're not exactly hard to kill, right? That didn't seem like a lot of XP, but... these interstitials are sick. Yeah, like, this is... Simeon, this feels like... these interstitials, like, there's a lot of front mission... flavor, right? Whether it's, like, the music sounds a lot like the last game, which... who did the music for the last game? I should know this. Let's look this up really quick. Is it who I think it is? Right. Yoko Shimomura worked on the last game's music, so... requested by Sakaguchi. That's neat. And also Noriko Matsuda, who did a lot of... she did a lot of the other work on the Front Mission series when I'm aware, but not this game, I guess. So... Noriko also worked on a certain game you may be aware of called The Bouncer and Final Fantasy X2, so that tracks. Anyways, let's keep moving. Say, do you have any family? That's a fun time to ask. Alright. It's kind of interesting. It wants you to... it really does want you to play every single mission, even though it's like these roads all point to the same endpoint. Or, sorry, I don't know if that's interesting or not. I think it might not be that interesting, because at that point it's like, why have this map at all if alternate paths are really the point, you know? Unless it will eventually have a thing where it's like, hey, if you complete a mission in certain ways and complete certain objectives, or don't, it'll take you on different paths, right? I don't know. I don't remember. Can I buy that shotgun? Upward Vulcan? I don't know. Yeah, like this music reminds me of the Front Mission music from the first game, right? Like, if you don't remember... hold on. Pause that really quick. Don't remember. Front Mission 1 music. Don't know how to type. is it? Actually, this might be the remix stuff. There we go. SNES OST. It's just not going. Actually, no, this shop music. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. What is happening? I feel like I have multiple music sources running. Is my jazz music going? That'll do it. Man, what is happening? It's like I'm clicking things on YouTube and they're not loading up. I'm going to restart Firefox really quick. Good Lord, what's happening? There we go. Where's the shop music? There it is. Y'all remember this bop? This is what when I think of Front Mission, I think of this bop. It's also very loud. Yeah, right? God, it's so good. Right? Or like, oh, the setup, this music here, this as well. When you're like setting up your mech and you're in your menus, right? And it's making those like, oh, listen, y'all, here, listen to those drums, right? On that bass, it's got that nice flavor. There's bar scenes in that third game, and it's jazz, even for a dive. I don't remember a lot of the music from Front Mission 3, Gross Simeon, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. One might say that's a game in after Elden Ring we may be looking at. Oh my god, this bass. This bar music? I remember this bar music. Yeah. That's some jazzy shit right there, right? Gosh, this first game had incredible music, right? Which would explain why we ranked it number 13. Well, we ranked it even higher at the time. If I recall, it was top 10, right? Has since moved down a little bit, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Where's that battle music, though? Oh, the arena? There we go. Yeah! Fuck, dude. Ooh, that hit. God damn. God damn. Where's the battle music? Nope. Woo! This is from that first level. Right? No, not that one. I just want... I want the music when you, like, get into a fight. Ominous. This one is called Rage, Rage, Rage. That's the battle music. Or one of them. This sounds like a boss fight. God, it's great. Is it tension? No. Mad pressure. Anyways, I can't. Oh, new enemy turn. Is this it? Similar. we can't spend our whole day just looking at music from this game. We have to move on. The music is very good. This music, it's okay, right? Like that Zelda-ass one. Unless that's what... No! I get distracted already easily enough. You know this, Chris. We keep this up, I'll end up playing Elden Ring again, right? This music is okay, don't get me wrong. That first game's music is incredible, right? Wait, no, I don't want to buy. I don't want... No. I would like a new primary weapon. Let's check out this shotgun, why don't we, right? Thanks! Wow, that was expensive. Let's not sell. We don't need to sell. Let's outfit it. I don't know what happens when you get 100% in like your usage with these guns. I don't really know what these stats mean. Magazine, okay, so 20 in the shot time is the same, reload time is the same, attack power up. Okay, yeah, give me that. That sounds great. Still got our fist, which, you know, I don't love it, but we only have so much money right now, right? Let's save. Gotta finish that Sekiro boss rush. No, I did that already, Duffocus. I did that 2 nights ago after I played Elden Ring on a whim. I don't need to do it again. Not for at least a little bit. Let's go. Gromand. Sure. Why not? Gotta resupply. I have no idea how this repairing thing works. Like, I'm guessing this is like our stock of like health points we can keep. But I have to like resupply that probably by buying something from the shop, right? Alright, well, let's keep going. Please crawling with rebel forces! Alright, let's go. See how this goes. That's a shotgun, alright. It's got a wide spread. I appreciate how there's actually some terrain damage, but the shotgun sounds a little weak, in my opinion. Oh god, that splash damage sucks. This gun is better. I'm also noticing it's not... My ammo is not coming back like my last gun did, strangely enough. Let's keep our eye on that. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. This guy's just whatever. Oh, get it. Nope, like item pickups from what I can tell so far either. Gosh. Oh, geez, that guy just literally just like literally just jumped in our face and blew up. So we are taking a lot of damage. Oh, thank God that went over our head. Get... reload, come on. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Okay, at least the shield takes care of that. Oh, jeez, I just walked right into that, didn't I? Yeah, it's like... good that they've run away. Yeah, like, that's interesting behavior, right? So I have no health. Might be a boss coming up, I'm assuming, so... I, like, don't want to get too close. Oh gosh, reload. That reload is a pain in the ass compared to having my other Vulcan, which ticked back up, so, like, I didn't have to deal with a reload. I mean, yeah, go. How do I... I'm hitting... Oh, I got out. Pressing select lets you get out of your mech. That's fun. Can I got a jetpack. That's fun. It's fun. I punched the ground and it, like, rebounded me back. I never realized I could do that. So how do I get out of here? Maybe let's go this way. Oh, there's a pickup. Oh, god damn it, because I... Yeah, we're doing this. Ow! Oh, reload, son of a bitch. Oh my god. How do I get... Pressing X doesn't do that. Okay, it's apparently the jump button. I could have swore I pressed that multiple times. Gosh, I don't know about this game, folks. There's a lot of aesthetics here that I love because I love front mission. Gameplay-wise, this is not grabbing me at all. Pick up your parents? Okay. Hey, Bits and Crafts, how's it going? How are you? How are you? Good to see you again. Thank you so much for joining. Your country needs you, sir. This story is not grabbing me either. This main character, this Leon S. Kennedy ass-looking asshole, is like very straightforward soldier boy, you know? Gaming. Got it. Yeah. Sorry, it's not Front Mission 2. I screwed up. I need to correct the record on that. We're not playing Front Mission 2. We are playing Front Mission Gun Hazard. I know it says it in my description, and I screwed that up. That's my bad. Bits and Crafts, I call this game Front Mission 2 all the time because it's literally the second Front Mission game in the series. Even though this is technically a side story of the Front Mission series, right? Because like 90% of other Front Mission games are all like tactics style games with like, you know, tiles and all that good stuff, right? This is Front Mission Gun Hazard, which is the only side-scrolling action game of the Front Mission series, so I need to make that clear. Front Mission Gaiden, yes, My Hero Zero used those terms yesterday, and I think that was a very good way to describe it. Maybe your mech needs new feet. Please, Ganj, we only recognize them as grippers now. It's not gripping. You're right. This game isn't gripping me the way that Elden Ring got me in its feetsies. No shame. Look, I get it. Is Gun Hazard Matt Hazard's dead? I hope not. Those games are miserable. Dull focus. there's a lot of nationalism, geopolitics. Yeah, like Ghost Simeon, absolutely, and that's obviously what Front Mission is all about. There's an immediacy to the conflict of Front Mission 1 that it sets up that is really interesting. You're Brand Trader. This game is doing something very similar, but it's not like... This game isn't making something big about it, other than like, you had to be a bodyguard for the president. And who cares? I don't care about that, right? I don't know. It's not... I don't find this story all that interesting so far, other than there's a really crazy group called ARC who's trying to kill you. Like, your parents should be proud of you, Albert. Like, why? I don't know. It's not making something big. It's K-On! You have to stay. God damn it. Mods! It's dumb. Can you rank this guy's mustache? I need to see it again. It's... I don't know. We'll see. Let's save. Great. I don't love this gun we're using, but hey. Let's just keep rolling through these missions, right? It's just this again, right? Like... Alright, we'll keep going. Can I get out in my mech? And then... Can't go in here. Oh, hello. I wish I could, like... Oh, that's not fair. Ah. It really behooves you not to be high up in this game, because your shield cannot block low. Also, my ammo needs to reload, so we're just gonna do that. I don't like games that do that. Like, there's no reload button, right? I should note. I'm pressing... Unless there is, I don't know, maybe something in controls. I'm missing it, but... I know you're gonna shoot. Or not. Ugh. That explosion damage sucks. Anything up here? Like, why is this all here, right? Like... Reload. Reload. Why is all this terrain here when you can't do anything with it, right? There's no pickups. Or definitely not enough of them, right? Oh, these assholes again. Get out of here. Ugh. This just seems very dull. I'm not gonna lie, right? The music, and again, the aesthetics, incredible, right? But like, there is nothing compelling about this action. I know you're down here. Oh my god, please. Oh my god. These enemies just infinitely respawn. How do I get out? I'm pressing the jump button. That's what I did last time. Otherwise, I just have to deal with these guys over and over again. Get me out of here. No, I don't want to get out of my mech. I don't want to get killed by these guys. Jesus Christ. Double tapping down. Okay, double tap jump? Maybe. Maybe. Time to grind. Yeah, as it turns out. There's not a whole lot more I could buy. Great, we leveled up! What does that offer us? I don't really know. More HP, new equipment. Okay, great. Laser? Homing missile? Missile pod? I would love to buy new mech parts, but I don't even know if that's something this game can do. We've done like 4 missions so far. You'd think it'd give me something like that. Right? Maybe it'll give us something more in this shop. Let's take a look. Howdy! It's always this guy. Imagine you can get an orbiting helicopter, friend. I hope so. Wanzer upgrades. HEEEE! Finally, a Vernier unit! I have one of those already. Dash unit. Okay, so we are using the HEEEE as it's... HEEEE is a very funny... Shoutouts to website HEEEE's, where all the best website or best video game news coverage and articles get written. Love to see it. Handgun. No, this is for like me walking around, which we haven't even done yet, so. God, that's expensive. I can't like go back and like get more money either, so it's like the expectation for being able to afford any of this is extremely low. Whereas like in Front Mission 1, obviously it's like you can do the arena to grind out more money, obviously, if you really wanted. But this game very much is like, no, we don't care. Alright, so these are items to use here. This has to be like... This has to be the currency for what's like giving me more health between missions. Alright, let's buy the dash unit. Let's also buy the Vernier. I think this should let us hover, I'm assuming. Okay. Great. Is there stats on this stuff? I don't think so. There's on this. Active time. Okay. Thinking about changing back, but stick with this. Let's save. Let's do this one more mission. Maybe we'll call it after this. BEEG Army Base! It's Kaon. You got anything else for me? Or, you know, do we think the BEEG Army Base is a big deal or not? You tell me. Resupply. Also, it's like not giving me like new friends. I'm pretty sure you get more friends in this, Grossimian, right? Like, very clearly when I do deploy, there's only like one character there. It looks like there should be more. We've done this whole, like, what, 4 or 5 missions, and we haven't run into anyone else yet, right? Like... I don't know. It's too early to say. Del Focus, how about I rank this guy's mustache? I don't know. It looks pretty clear cut, right? Like, I'll give it like a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's that special. I think it fits his face, you know? Also, this truck is just... Okay, so I'm literally controlling the truck, but I don't want to ride it. I like that the little president guy has like a little idle animation. He's like bouncing up and down. Now he's like... He's really bopping. Better or worse than Super Godzilla, though? Oh, better. Everything's better than Super Godzilla, so that's an easy statement. The art getting better? Yeah, a little bit. It's something different, right, Rosamian? All right. I didn't see. Was I supposed to do something? I'll see if I can't raise somebody on the radio. Albert. Okay, but... Wait here. Okay, I can do that. I guess we're waiting. Bad feeling about it. Go check. It was like literally 10 seconds, friend. Okay, so we got our flight unit, which is not. This game sounds bad, or is this how it's supposed to sound? Okay, so that doesn't dash. Where's my dash? Okay, it's a double tap. This is fine. This Vernier unit for making us fly sounds like shit, though. It's like... Psh, psh, psh. Like, that's... What? If we consider it's BEEG with a soft G, like BEEG. Good question, good question. Also, hold on. This is just a double jump. This is all this is. I do have to hold it, but it's... Hello. Identify yourself! Yo, like, the president came in through here? And? What? This guy's face is very shocked. BEEG's command staff has already pledged allegiance to ARC. Oh. If the colonel finds you here... Yeah, it's a little bit like Guile, sure. They did what? They were figuring Orton would show. Oh wow, I just ran into the wall. That does damage. That's real silly. That's real silly. You cannot dash into the wall, as it turns out. Punch the wall, silly. Ah! Oh no, this guy again. Taking candy from a baby. Well... I like this guy when he goes, ha ha hee! Look at this face! That's that Amano art for you. There you go. Ha ha hee! Well, Mr. Kin. this guy. All right. I like his little sunglasses. That's fun. Oh no, the president's dead? NBD, if you ask me. I can't advance this message text. Now I'm starting to see why I should have turned that up all the way to the max. My new government can take over. Ha ha hee. Oh my god. Like his gun is still trained on me when I jump for both characters. Be a dear and lock these dudes up, will you? Yeah, okay. I guess we have to fight still, though, don't we? Or no, we don't. Cool your heels. That's interesting. Can I, like, grip the wall? That's interesting. This is not control great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's her. This jetpack lasts a while. In fact, this jetpack really lasts a while. There's a lot of momentum on this, which is interesting. Like, I can't maintain, like, a hover state very easily. Can, but you gotta really... You take any gravity whatsoever, you're not gonna hover anymore. You're in beach trouble. God damn it, it's K-On! This is moving at a glacial pace. I mean, she's very clearly going to become our ally, right? I don't like this default walk speed. Why would you even need that? Yeah, we gotta end this stream. It's got 5 minutes before film club, right? Folks. Oh, the music. There we go. This seems fine. I don't know. Gosh, this is a bit of a letdown. I was not expecting to feel so nothing burger about this game. I'm not gonna lie, right? I know the next level is like an on foot, you know, escape from prison thing, but like, why do I want to do that? It's an interesting new wrinkle, but I mean, I want to play as the mech. My expectations were too big. You're not right. God damn it, it's K. I don't think this game is terrible. Let's put it that way. Be very certain, though. This game is not as good as Cybernator. Not even goddamn close. Not even close. It's absolutely not even... It's not as good as Front Mission. Not just because of the ranking, but I mean, like, this game is My expectations were too big. You're not wrong, Iskayon. I was expecting a lot more out of this. Yes, I did play the Fire Pro games. They're very good. As it turns out, Fire Pro Wrestling, an incredible franchise. I grew up playing a lot of them, so I've been very familiar with them. I don't even think this game is as good as Secret Nirvana, obviously another Square product. I don't think this game is as good as Legend of the Mystical Ninja. This game is absolutely not as good as True Lies or Wild Guns. This game is not even as good as Ace Onare, that really fun tennis game with the... It's based on the manga, right? This game is no Super Black Bass, I can tell you this much. An incredible fishing game. It's not as good as Stone Protectors. I bet Ganj will be happy to hear about that. There's no glowing of stones in this game, right? I think we're getting closer. What is this game better than? This game's better than Cool Spot. It's better than Alcahest. It's better than Jurassic Park. You think it's better than Mario's Missing? I questioned it. I thought about it when I saw it. It's better than Psycho Dream. It's a better game, but like in my heart, I love Psycho Dream, so... It's better than Mega Man Soccer. Is Gun Hazard better than Final Fight? Yeah, it is. I'll give it that. It's better than Kendo Rage. We're getting... It's not as good as Brain Lord. That game is okay. I'll even go as far as say it's... It's better than the Super Scope 6 and Super Bowling. Okay? But is it better or worse than Ghost Sweeper Mikami? As goofy as that game is, you know, that game's got a lot of really solid art in it. This Power Pro Wrestling game is pretty goddamn okay. I think this is right. I think... Oops. It's better than those two games. There is more here. It's just not... It feels a little empty compared to Front Mission 1, which is the hardest thing about it, right? 1996, good lord. I think 77 is an okay spot for this. I think it's better than all these other games, right? But I don't know, maybe I need to play more. But gosh, it's living in the shadow of so much other stuff, right? So I can't recommend this game. How long is this now? It's Kaon. We are at 139, which is woo. Good stuff. Hey, thanks so much for joining me, everyone. It's Kaon. Thanks for sticking around for the whole thing. Let's do the promo and get out of here, shall we? I'm gonna be late for my film club. What the Front Mission mech had Stones of Power? I mean, Ganj, if that was the case, this game would at least be closer to number 75. Possibly right under? Ooh, maybe better. Who knows? Who could say? At no point did I ever hear anyone in Front Mission Gun Hazard say, "Woo! Twist that!" So, who can say? Of course, this episode will be archived over here at youtube.com/@RJLee. If you're watching us on the VOD, hey VOD. How's it going, VOD? Looking good, VOD. But why don't you come on over to twitch.tv/RJLee. Give me a follow over here, right? It's free, just as free as it is to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff over on youtube.com, right? You can join this fine cadre of folks that I have in here, all incredible people. But of course, if you wish to support this show, you can always pass me a subscription for a couple bucks using your Bezos bucks, possibly. If you have a Prime sub, I will gladly take that. I'd be very, very gracious for it. Of course, if you want to skip all that business, absolutely understandable. You can also pass me a tip and or donation as well. And if you want to do that, there's a link down below in my About box. Big old Kiryu face there you can click on. It says, click here for tips or donations. Of course, for this show, because it is Let's Rank almost every Super Nintendo game, you can suggest a game yourself, which I'll always take a suggestion. But then, I hold on to it and I kind of try and find a good thematic fit for it with other games to fit in. But if you pass me a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits, I will gladly play your game right away. I have to do it. Except now, because I have a thing I need to get to after this. But as long as I'm playing someone else's game, I'll get to it and we'll play your game for at least 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even more. Because I always find something interesting to say about it, and I'd like to know what makes it tick, and why a person suggested it as well. It would have made top 50 with some idle songs. Who could say? It's K-On! Maybe if we only had another Macross game to play on the Super Nintendo, which, who knows, maybe someday we'll get around to it and see what kind of scrambled Valkyries are in it. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's K-On! You probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, maybe you should go check it out. Of course, if you want to see the full list, you can come on over here to tinyurl.com/SNES ranking. On my personal webpage, you'll see every single video game I've ranked. See that list for yourself. Of course, there's a handy YouTube link over there, time coded as well, so it goes to the correct episode, and it goes to the time of that within that video of which I played it. So go check that out. All right, folks, that's the end. A short one today just to get this game out of the way. I got a film club I got to go run, so I will check y'all later. Thank you so much again. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna be taking the day off tomorrow, so no stream tomorrow. Maybe some Elden Ring will happen on my own time, but stay tuned. Otherwise, I hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a nice night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.